Hey Mom, it's me, your butthead. Look, Halloween Horrorfest Spooktacular 2021 Origins Part 3 The Return Unrated Director's Cut is admittedly a lot of things. Sometimes it's a horror movie review. Other times it's a self-indulgent discussion of things that really only I care about, just so I can hear the sound of my own voice. And sometimes it's Thursday. That's right, biffos and boffos, you've been had! Now you're stuck with another weird movie that I simply couldn't justify slamming into another time slot, and that I just couldn't justify recommending other than the fact that I want to. And now you're stuck with me in here like some kind of endless flesh loop, where everyone's end is someone else's beginning, like a human centipede. But better. I have two nephews, and like all other boys between the ages of 5 and 8, it is their single endeavor to destroy me. No less than 100 times have I fallen prey to a devious trap. A cruel game where one, if not both, of my nephews innocently asks me to look over there. And having foolish trust in the intentions of children, I oblige, and I do in fact look over there. I comply, only to be mocked, to be ridiculed, to be haunted by their endless song. A song whose words ring in my ear like an ancient prayer to the vector of suffering incarnate. Words that cry, made you look. Made you look. Now you're in the baby book. I am in the baby book. My name memorialized in that ancient tome tenfold. On a completely unrelated note, look at this!
For Bill Whitney,
I've never been paranoid.
fear plays a large part in family life.
I feel like something's gonna happen. And if I scratch the surface, there'll be something terrible underneath. Now, some people make the rules, and some people follow the rules. It's a question of what you're born to. You never were one of us.
Society is a 1989 movie directed by Brian Yuzna. When affluent teen Bill begins to suspect that his bonkers rich parents might not have good intentions for, well, anything, his investigation leads him to discover that maybe billionaires don't have his best interest in mind, or anyone's best interests in mind. As Bill digs deeper, the truth about his parents and their all-consuming ways is revealed to not just be a family matter, but a problem with the overall upper class at large. A problem with society. What seems like would be playing on a TV in a hotel room where Tucker Carlson's lifeless corpse is found hanging in a fatal act of autoerotic asphyxiation, society is weird. Society is absolutely insane, grotesquely perverted, and yet, somehow, a charming criticism of Reaganomics and the catastrophic effect that it had on class relations. A movie where billionaires literally form together in an all-consuming flesh mass is about as subtle as a man with a literal butt for a face. But that kind of late 80s punk rock mentality is what makes this movie all the more endearing. Also, a guy has a literal butt for his head.
Well, son, I guess you're right. I am a butthead.
Again, the story and its message aren't exactly subtle, but the final product is still something to be admired. The practical effects and makeup, designed single-handedly by the appropriately named Screaming Mad George, are something to behold. Is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? You tell me. There are really 3 takeaways from society. First, eat the rich. Second, a film can do some pretty shocking things, but still maintain a sense of purpose, even in the most bizarre of depictions. And third, boys?
Made you look, now you're in the baby book.
Don't feel too good, does it? I give real life society a 0, but I give Brian Yuzna's society 7 butts out of 10 heads. It's gross and weird, but so am I, and so are you. Society is available on Shudder and AMC+, and maybe Amazon. I don't know. Oh, and Tubi. Now go watch it. preferably in public so that people can see what a sex weirdo you are. You know what? That's it, okay? That's our final Thursday. Tomorrow marks our 5th and final Found Footage Friday. And for tomorrow, I have picked what might be the most terrifying found footage movie I have ever seen, and possibly has ever been made. And the scariest part, it has subtitles. Sorry. Hey, look, I'm only going to ask you a couple more times, but if you'd like to follow along with the last few films of this year's Halloween Horrorfest Spooktacular list, click the link below to go to my letterbox. Also, click like and subscribe. Okay, but like, this thing is actually pretty terrifying.